Most people visit Gatlinburg thinking it's an easy, relaxing trip and end up wasting hours because of a few avoidable mistakes. Before you visit Gatlinburg, here are 10 things you should not do if you want to actually enjoy your time and get the most out of it. My name is Brandon and welcome to Travel Guides USA, and starting off with number 10, don't eat only on the Parkway. The truth is, if you only eat on the Parkway, then you're really going to miss out on some of the best food in the entire area. Now don't get me wrong, there are some iconic spots lined along the strip, but many local favorites are just a short drive away. The Parkway restaurants also tend to have longer waits and higher prices. Mixing in off-Parkway dining can really save you time, money, and frustration. For pizza and subs, I recommend the Pizzeria of Gatlinburg. It's one of my favorite spots. Also, in my opinion, the best place to go for breakfast is the one and only Log Cabin Pancake House. Yes, this place is that good. Number 9, don't assume it's all kid attractions. A lot of people think that Gatlinburg is just arcades and kid rides, and that could not be more wrong. You're going to find some great mountain views, distilleries, live music, and the outdoor adventures that adults absolutely love. And based on my experience, couples trips here are very underrated, and I know I'm not the only one who thinks that. If you skip the adult-focused experiences, you're missing half of what makes Gatlinburg special. I recommend attractions like Sugarland's Distilling Company, Anakeesta, the Gatlinburg SkyPark, and of course, browsing the shops along the strip. Number 8, don't visit without a plan. I created my downloadable Gatlinburg travel guide for this very reason, to help you get the most out of your trip and share dozens of my must-know tips with you. Things like my recommended places to eat, where to stay, and where not to stay, multiple itineraries for everyone, and some must-know money savings tips. And you can find my downloadable travel guide over at mytravelguidesusa.com. Gatlinburg might look small on a map, but showing up without a plan is one of the fastest ways to waste time, not to mention money. Traffic, parking, reservations, and attraction lines can completely derail your day if you just wing it. You don't need a minute-by-minute schedule, but you do need priorities. Knowing what you want to do each day makes the trip way less stressful and so much more fun and enjoyable. Number 7, don't skip the views. The views are one of the main reasons why people fall in love with this area. I see it all the time. Too many visitors rush attraction to attraction and never slow down to actually look around and take in the beauty. Whether it's a scenic overlook chairlift or a quiet pull-off taking in the views of an overlook, these moments matter. In fact, some of my favorite memories from all my trips to Gatlinburg come from simply taking it all in. Number 6, don't underestimate traffic. Depending on the time of the year, Gatlinburg traffic is on an entirely different level than most people expect. A drive that looks like 5 minutes can easily turn into 30, especially during peak seasons. The Parkway backs up fast, and unfortunately there aren't many alternative routes. If you don't plan drive times into your day, everything else falls apart. And this plays directly into my number 1 Gatlinburg mistake coming up later in the video. Now this one is extremely important. Number 5, don't pick the wrong cabin company. Now let's be clear, not all cabin companies are created equal, and you're going to find dozens of them just in the Gatlinburg area alone. And choosing the right or wrong cabin can generally make or break your trip. Poor cleanliness, misleading photos, or a bad location can turn a relaxing vacation into a frustrating mess fast. That's why I always read recent reviews first and double check distances to and from Gatlinburg before I book anything. My wife and I have stayed in a lot of cabins over the years and rented from many different companies. And if you're like us and care about things like great customer service, attention to detail, cleanliness, and location, then I recommend checking out Heaven's Cabins. They offer beautiful cabins in a wide range of sizes, so whether you're traveling as a couple or a larger group, you're going to find a great fit and one that's in your budget. The truth is, a real Gatlinburg experience starts with staying in a cabin, waking up to the views, being surrounded by nature, and having space to relax. If that's the kind of trip that you want, then I recommend checking out the top-rated cabin company in the Gatlinburg area. Number 4, don't skip the Smoky Mountains. Visiting Gatlinburg without going into the Smoky Mountains National Park is a huge mistake. For one, the national park is free, incredibly beautiful, and right next door. You're going to find scenic drives, waterfalls, and hiking trails are some of the best experiences in the national park. If you skip visiting the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, you are really missing out in the heart of the region. Now it's time for a bonus tip. Don't visit Dollywood without a strategy. Dollywood is an incredible theme park, and I really do hope that you have it planned as a part of your trip. But as a theme park enthusiast and a Dollywood expert, trust me, going in with it without a plan can cost you hours in line, more money, and a lot of unnecessary frustration. That is why I recommend having a clear game plan before you go, especially if you only are going for one day. And if you want to guarantee that you're going to have a great, successful day at Dollywood, check out my Dollywood Ultimate Guide, where I share with you all sorts of secrets and tips about the park so you know before you go. And just like my other guides, you can find them over at mytravelguidesusa.com. Number 3, don't overbook your days. Trying to cram everything into one day will leave you exhausted and frustrated. Lines, traffic, and weather delays happen and more times than not. I recommend building in a buffer time so you don't feel like you have to do everything in just one day. A relaxed trip beats a rush checklist every single time. Number 2, don't treat Gatlinburg like a one-day trip. Now look, I've been visiting Gatlinburg for the last 30 years, and trust me when I say this, trying to do Gatlinburg in just one day is setting yourself up for a disappointment. There's simply too much to see, do, and experience at a relaxed pace. That is why I recommend at least 2 to 3 full days so you can experience everything Gatlinburg offers, most importantly slow down so you can explore it and actually enjoy it. Trust me when I say this, Gatlinburg rewards visitors who don't rush it. Now before I get to the number 1 thing not to do in Gatlinburg, if you found this video to be helpful in any way, then all I ask you to do is please take 1 second and give the video a like. Also, I hope you consider becoming the newest Travel Guides USA subscriber. Number 1, don't visit at the wrong time of year. There are certain weeks where Gatlinburg is just on another level of crowded. Spring break, peak fall color weekends, and major holidays can feel overwhelming fast. Not to mention, but prices are higher, waits are longer, and traffic can be brutal. If you can avoid these weeks, your experience will be dramatically better. And please, whatever you do, do not visit Gatlinburg between Christmas and New Year's. There is a reason why this is called Hell Week. Now my goal with my content is to provide you with the right information so you can have the best trip possible. And while you're in Gatlinburg, you will see advertisements all over the place for the 3 mountaintop attractions, Uber Mountain, Anakeesta, and Gatlinburg SkyPark. And for good reason. They are some of the best attractions that you're going to find in Gatlinburg. And if you are considering one of them, then check out the video at the bottom of your screen where I give you an overview of what each one offers. So now that you know about the top 10 things not to do in the Gatlinburg area, now I would like to know, when is your Gatlinburg trip? Be sure to let me know in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, be adventurous, and never stop traveling.